The city glowed that evening. The restaurant windows shimmered with golden light, laughter spilling out into the cold street. Outside, a little barefoot girl stood watching, her tiny hands pressed against a glass. Her name was Lila, and hunger had been her only companion for days. She watched waiters carry trays of food, plates stacked with steaming rice, chicken, and soup. Her empty stomach growled, but she didn't move. When one waiter stepped outside with a trash bag, she gathered her courage. "Please, sir," she whispered, "could I have what you're throwing away?" The man frowned. "We don't feed beggars here. Go away before my boss sees you." Lila stepped back, embarrassed, but hunger kept her feet rooted to the ground. A group of well-dressed diners nearby saw her standing there. One of the men laughed loudly. "Hey, sweetheart, this isn't a soup kitchen." Another woman smirked. Maybe she wants to audition as a cleaner. Their laughter cut through the night air. Lila lowered her head, clutching her stomach. "Please, just some bread for my little brother," she murmured. Someone tossed a coin her way. "Here, buy yourself something decent." The coin rolled into a puddle. She didn't pick it up. Inside, behind the glass, one customer was watching quietly. A man in a gray coat. The man had been sitting alone near the window for over an hour, sipping coffee and reading. But when he saw the girl's trembling hands, something inside him shifted. He set his cup down, stood, and walked out into the cold. Kneeling beside her, he asked softly, "What's your name?" "Lila," she whispered. "My brother Sam's waiting for me. He's hungry." He smiled kindly. "Come on, let's get him something to eat." The waiter who had chased her away froze when the man led her inside. "Sir, we can't." "She's with me." The man interrupted, his tone calm but firm. Everyone in the restaurant watched as the man and the little girl sat together. Lila stared at the menu like it was a dream. "What would you like?" he asked. "I don't know. Something warm?" she said shyly. He ordered 2 bowls of soup, sandwiches, and hot tea. As the smell filled the air, laughter died. The same people who mocked her earlier now avoided her gaze. When the food arrived, Lila whispered, "Can I take one for my brother?" The man nodded. She wrapped one meal in a napkin and dashed outside. Minutes later, she returned, smiling. Her brother was eating. The next morning, the restaurant buzzed with cameras and city officials. The man in the gray coat stood at the front, smiling warmly. The manager looked nervous. "Ladies and gentlemen," someone announced, "meet Mr. Raymond Cole, the new owner of this restaurant chain." Gasps filled the room. The waiter who had insulted Lila turned pale. Mr. Cole looked around. "Last night, I saw something that broke my heart," he said. "A hungry child was turned away. From today, that ends." Moments later, Lila and her little brother walked in, now clean, dressed, and smiling. Mr. Cole knelt beside them. "This place is yours any time you're hungry." He then turned to the staff. "From now on, no food goes to waste. We'll serve the poor every night." The waiter stepped forward, shame written on his face. "I'm sorry, miss," he said softly. Lila smiled. "It's okay. You can help next time." That evening, as the sun dipped low, Lila sat outside with her brother, sharing a warm meal for the first time in weeks. Inside, the same people who had laughed now volunteered to help. The restaurant's new motto hung above the counter: "No one leaves hungry." And as Mr. Cole watched them all, he said quietly, "Kindness costs nothing, but it can change everything." The moral echoed through every heart that day. Sparkles never mock someone in need. The smallest act of compassion can feed a soul and heal the world.